Hello world, let's take a look at Lame by HackTheBox. This is one of the quicker and easier boxes on HTB, but it can serve as a gentle introduction to Metasploit. So as you can see in our browser, it's actually not loading when you enter the IP address in there. That's a good indication that port 80 is closed, but let's take a look at Nmap to be sure. And as always, I ran the Nmap scan ahead of time so that we don't have to wait for the results. So you can see that we have FTP open, and that actually allows us to log in anonymously, which seems like a very obvious vulnerability for us to look at. Over on port 22, we have SSH running OpenSSH. That's usually pretty secure, so unlikely to find a vulnerability there. And then on ports 139 and 445, we have Samba. So let's start with FTP. And for the name, we just enter anonymous, and you can leave the password blank, and we are in. So let's see what we have. Nothing. And still nothing. And we are actually in the primary working directory right now, so it doesn't look like we actually went anywhere. So we'll just exit here for now. Instead, let's look into if the service they're running here is vulnerable. So we'll do search exploit, and then paste the service. And you can see that we do in fact have one known vulnerability. Dash examine so that we can take a look at it. Alright. So this module exploits a malicious backdoor that was added to the SFTPD download archive. This backdoor was introduced in between June 30th, 2011 and July 1st, 2011, and was removed on July 3rd, so it wasn't in there for very long. It looks like it basically enters a random username and password into FTP and then attempts to connect to a shell at port 6200 and grants you access that way. So let's take a look if we can do anything with that. So this was a Metasploit vulnerability, so we'll start up Metasploit. Alright, so we have Metasploit started up. Let's do a search for VSFTPD 2.3.4. Yep, here's our same result from before. So we'll just grab that and use that exploit. And then show options just will display the inputs that we need to enter to get this vulnerability to run. And in this case, the default port number is the port we want, port 21, because that's the standard port for FTP. And then it just needs us to specify a host, which in this case will be 10.10.10.3. And then we can exploit. So you can see it says that the exploit was able to run, but it was not able to create a session. So let's move on and try something else. Next service we have SSH. Like I said before, that's usually secure. Next up we have SMBD 3020. So let's give that a try. Alright, so that first one looks interesting. And it does in fact work for our current version, so let's just grab this and take a quick look at it. Dash examine. And this module exploits a command execution vulnerability in Samba version 3.0.20, which we have through 3.0.25 when using the non-default username map script configuration option. By specifying a username containing shell meta characters, attackers can execute arbitrary commands. So it looks like this is basically injecting code into a login screen. So let's start up Metasploit again. Alright, so we're back in Metasploit. Now we're just going to do a search for Samba 3.0.20. And that's quite a few results, so let's expand this window, get a better look. I believe this right here, the username map script command execution, is the one we're looking for. So we'll enter use that and show options. And again, it just needs us to specify the host and the port, and the default port is fine. So we just have to set our hosts to 10.10.10.3. And we are ready to exploit. A command shell has been opened. Let's see what happened. And we have root. So let's just get that user flag and our root flag. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.